Hey again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the new releases segments that we're doing here at themusic.com.au. I'm your host, Neil Griffiths, and to help me do it for the second week running is the Melbourne online editor, Jess Dale. Jess, welcome to week 2.
Hi Neil, thanks for having me back.
Look at us not being fired yet, huh? They
I
said
know,
it,
another week survived.
they said it wouldn't happen. And by wouldn't, I mean we couldn't do it because we would cry 4 times, huh? All right, Jess, let's do it. Let's kick off the week. Our favourite albums of the week so far. Number 1 on the list is Starlee. Australia knows this one. Starlee with her new album, One of One. Tell us about it.
So this is actually a really exciting one, Neil, because Starlee broke internationally a few years ago off the back of her single "Call on Me," and this is the kind of the big album following it up. So it's really beautiful. It brings in kind of electro pop sounds, bit of soul, bit of R&B. She actually does this really great cover of Tracy Chapman's "Fast Car," so a big song to take on there, but definitely a beautiful version of it.
Spoiler alert, does she nail it?
She does nail it.
Good, very good news. Number 2 on the list, Joji with Nectar.
Yeah, this is a great one, Neil. So Joji's actually a half Japanese, half Australian artist. He grew up in Japan. He kind of came to fame a few years ago off the back of a YouTube show that he had. And now he's part of this 88 Rising collective, which is all different artists like Rich Brian, Nikki, and a few more there that are doing really beautiful, interesting work, kind of combining all different sounds, kind of thinking like a lo-fi Billie Eilish vibe, a little bit of like even elements of the Beach Boys kind of weaving their way into there. So this one I think is going to be a big one for him. And one of the things that I think you'll love the most is I'm pretty sure that I could hear a little Nelly and Kelly Rowland sample kind of tucked into one of the songs.
Yeah,
So
love that. Sold. That's all I needed.
yeah.
All right, every Friday at themusic.com.au, we like to pick our album of the week and do something big with it. For the second week running, it is one of Jess's favourite bands. I don't know how this happened. This is not coincidence. Last week it was Ace Swayze and the Ghost. This week it is Idols with Ultra Mono.
Yes, a huge follow-up, Neil. So this is their follow-up to 2018's Joy is an Act of Resistance, which really launched Idols globally in such a massive way. You couldn't get tickets to their shows, just huge. And so this was really an album of self-reflection for frontman Joe Talbot. I spoke to him earlier in the week about it, and he said it's really about going within himself and finding really that strength to follow up the album. And I think it's going to be a really exciting one for them.
Such a show off, Jess. I spoke to the band, but she did. If you check out themusic.com.au, you'll see the big album of the week piece there, which includes an interview with Jess and Idols. Congratulations, Jess.
Thanks, Neil.
You're welcome. All right, quick round time, Jess. 3 albums that we don't have too much time to waffle on about, but we do love and want to give a shout out to. So first on that list is Sweater Curse with their new EP, Push Pull.
Yeah, Neil, you and I actually saw these guys a couple of years ago at Big Sound, and the buzz on them was just huge. I think, firstly, everyone should go and check out their track Close on YouTube and see pretty much the entire Australian music industry making an appearance in that video. Super sweet, and I think they're going to do really well.
Number 2 on the quick round list, Wax Channels with Clot.
Amazing New Zealand industrial sound. Definitely take a breath before you go into it. It's very heavy listening, but yeah, definitely one to check out.
And last one, Dadiri's new EP, Sold for Sale.
A beautiful Victorian artist, does really kind of folk-based indie, incredible voice, and yeah, definitely you'll get Blue Moon Rising stuck in your head, and you won't be too upset about it. So.
Jess, well done. I was going to say goodbye, but we've just come up with a new segment today, apparently, called One More Thing. See that logo right there? One More Thing. And before we go, we want to talk about Record Store Day. The second edition of 2020 happens this Saturday, so tomorrow. Jess, which records we all be keeping an eye out for tomorrow?
I think the top of everyone's list should be Boys Next Door, Door Door, which is the Nick Cave, Roland S. Howard, Mick Harvey band before they became the Birthday Party. And it just features one of the best Australian songs of all time, Shivers. Definitely add that to the top of your list. And Neil, the one that I think we should be looking out for the most is the reissue of Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again, featuring all the remixes, all the B-sides. We need that.
I thought you were going to say something fun like Blink. You know, like something.
Britney is fun.
I mean, Britney is fun. I'll take 7. How's that?
Perfect. Lock
Good.
it in.
Well, Jess, thank you so much for doing week 2 with me. Next week, unfortunately, Pearl Jam don't have an album, so that won't be album of the week. I know what is. And finally, it's an album that I like. I win this round, but, you know, in a nice way. It's great. You'll love it. Jess, thank you so much for taking part. Thank you for watching at home. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or deliveredlive.com.au. We'll do it all again next week, and we'll see you there.